Hey, what's going on, everyone? Aaron Murray here with Bulldogs banter with some of the greatest Bulldogs to ever wear the red and black and them silver breeches. Once again, Aaron Murray, Tavarres King is right below me, Knowshon Moreno to my right, Ben Jones in the bottom corner, just chugging away. That a boy. Stay hydrated, folks. Stay hydrated. Yeah, Bulldogs banter. This is our Letterman show twice a week during the football season. Sunday recap show. If you missed that one, we broke down Clemson, go check it out. Then Thursday, we do a little bit of look ahead. We'll pick some prize picks. We'll touch on some other big games across the country. And then also remind you to go sub, like, all that good stuff. And Malachi Starks and Miles just released a new episode about 2 hours ago. And Malachi broke down his interception last week versus Clemson. So go check that video out. Once again, just posted about 2 hours ago. Boys, it is Tennessee Tech week. And I'm not even going to lie, I don't even know what their logo is. Tennessee Tech Golden Eagle week. Did any of y'all know that before I said it?
No.
We played them, I think. We played them when we were in college?
Tennessee Tech?
You wasn't there, Knowshon. You played Central Michigan and Georgia Southern.
Yes.
I think I played them.
Bro, you got a memory of a freaking elephant.
You played 10. Yeah. In 2009, Ben, you're correct. 2009.
This boy is crazy.
Georgia won 38-0.
Go Dogs.
Let's read the stats. Joe Cox, 10 of 13, 140 yards, 2 touchdowns. Logan Gray, 4 of 5, 25 yards. Was Sean Ely.
Wow.
For 89 yards. And then Brandon Smith was playing running back, I guess, this game. 3 for 72. Aaron White led everyone with 2 catches for 53. TK only 1 catch for 16.
TK.
Come on, T.
What?
Come on, T. It's the Golden Eagles.
They ain't have nothing to do with me. They ain't have nothing to do with me. I'm always open. I'm always open.
Hey, Joe. Oh, so you go bet on Joe Cox? Joe Cox.
I'm always open.
I talked to Joe.
When he
was looking at the tight end the whole time.
I'm always.
He was.
You know, Joe likes the tight ends. Pause. I'm just saying, like, he threw that one time, into the.
Is he not a tight end coach?
He is a tight end coach.
He is a tight end coach.
Wow,
How about
that is wild to me.
How about that?
I just remember when he threw that thing to the back of the end zone versus Colorado for the game winner. Who's that in the back of the end zone? Oh, his name is slipping me right now.
We lost to Colorado.
You did that? Yeah, what are you talking about?
It was at home.
Yeah, that was before Stafford started.
Yeah, I think,
yeah.
Yep, it was right before Stafford started.
That's why TK just needed a new quarterback to like throw the post bow. No that tight end nonsense. Throw that thing deep. Appreciate everyone joining us in the chat, whether you're on Twitter or the YouTube channel. Obviously, if you're on the YouTube channel, we're going to be able to interact with you throughout the show, answer your questions. So make sure you put them up on there. We'll put them on the screen. Tim, always great to see you. Miles Malachi's video was awesome. It's their second season, man. They've really come into their own. It's really cool to see those guys blossom both on and off the field. Ben Jones with a strong memory from our boy Jimmy Woods. That is impressive because, like, I thought you'd have CTE by now, but like you still remember that.
Hey, man, part elephant.
You ain't lying.
I can tell you what plays we scored in most games. That's when you know. That's like when he talked to Bobo. Like, offensive coordinators are like that too. Like Bobo, like, knows every damn play from like 2009 to 13 season. He'll just rattle off some random stuff. Yeah. Wild. All right, boys. Well, let's get into it. Like I said, the show today, we're going to do a little look ahead for this game, kind of get overall thoughts. I know it's against the Golden Eagles, but faceless opponent. So we're going to treat it just like any other football game. Do a little prize picks and then across the country afterwards. So I say it's a faceless opponent, but we know it isn't a faceless opponent. It is the Golden Eagles. How would you guys approach a game like this? Like, what was your mentality? Like, was it hard to stay focused on the sideline? Were you doing too much dancing, or were you locked in?
Nah, definitely locked in. I looked at one of these games like, bro, I'm gonna try to score at least 4 times. I need 4 with like 150 on the ground. Like, I'm giving myself those goals to try to achieve in a game like this, and that's any game really. But when it's an opponent that's not an SEC high caliber opponent that we see every single week, I'm like, bro, I'm about to go out there and put up some numbers. and be sitting on the sideline for the second half.
Ben, because I think the biggest difference is O-line or D-line and O-line at these smaller schools. Like you're not going to have 320 pounders don't just grow on trees. Yeah. And same thing with defensive linemen. Like when you look across and all of a sudden you see a 270 pound defensive lineman compared to what you're used to, like 300 to 340.
Yeah.
How does that change your mentality and kind of how you execute your blocking schemes?
Yeah, I remember in college we played Idaho State and Coastal Carolina. And I remember that whole week, Bobo and Searles just hyping these guys up. I'm like, are you watching the same tape I'm watching? I'm like, the kid is 5'10", 200 on me. I'm going to murder him today. So they would make me so mad by the end of the week just saying like, oh, Ben, I don't know if you can block this kid this week. Like, he's pretty fast. Like, I'd hate to put that on. They're going to make a highlight tape on Georgia this week. So they would get me so worked up. So I would be out for blood. Like, so
like it was
those poor kids, they're like, what is wrong with you? I'm trying to dump them 20 yards down the field. Like,
you're just a bully.
Like
definitely a bully.
Yeah, 100%.
Then I'm like,
definitely a bully. I can see Searles definitely saying that to you, though. Like, no, you
he's just in my ear the whole game. You're going to let that little guy beat you? I'm just like,
But did they tend to be quicker, though? Did they tend to be quicker, or are they just smaller and just not as athletic, too?
They're bad.
Both, right?
Okay.
Yeah, both.
Man, it's crazy.
Like,
see, I'm treating them like they were
big, faster, and stronger, and I see what they're like your scout team, honestly. But they usually have good skill positions. I give them credit. They usually have some skill guys. Like this week, Tennessee Tech has T.J. Yates' nephew, the receiver, converted quarterback to receiver, and they air it out. They're going to air it out. They threw it like 40 times last week.
What about DBs though? Like TK, how big of the drop is it from the DBs?
I think it's very large, just from a speed perspective. You know, I'm a up top guy, so like I think from that perspective, I don't think they see the speed that we play with on a week in and week out basis. So for me, I'm trying to be out the game by halftime. You know, in a game like this. So, but for a receiver, it's different. You know what I'm saying? You trying to have 4 tugs, Knowshon. I got to share the ball. I got to share the football with 3-4 different other dudes. So, and you. So, so yeah, it's a little different. So, yeah.
Same. But you treating them just like Alabama. You treating them like they're Alabama or whatever.
Oh yeah, I mean,
I don't know. Like I know we say that before the game if we're an athlete, but my mindset's more like Knowshon. Like I'm thinking all week long, I'm going to throw 6 touchdowns in the first half, and then my ass is going to be on the bench, and Hudson's going to go and play.
Correct.
That was my mentality. Like I'm trying to go in there, get mine, get out, and get Hudson in. Like that was my goal, and not saying I'm not overlooking them. I'm not preparing for the next week. I'm preparing for this game to make it a stat game, and then
we get out, ass.
And then I can start going. Yeah,
we busting ass. That's every week. Like no, I said it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So to your point, you attack them the same as you attack anybody,
right? Because if you don't. 100%. You don't want that next week. I'm trying to tear faces off because I don't want to hear Searles' mouth on Sunday, Monday when we watch that tape. Like, oh, you took the week off. So that means you got extra T-boards and sleds today since you to get ready for this game. You only played a half. So I'm going to give you all for that 30 plays I'm going for.
Jimmy Woods. Speaking of Knowshon's mentality versus lesser opponents, 18 carries, 168, 3 tutties for Central Michigan. Was that the jump? Was that the hurt? No, that was Arizona State.
Hey, they were lucky kind of good.
Hurdle was Central Michigan.
Hurdle
was Central. I did the jump in Arizona State too, though. That was
they had Lefevre, the quarterback.
Oh yeah,
and Lefevre.
It was fun playing there.
But once again, like no one was looking to the next week, though.
You know who else?
Right? Like no, you were never looking ahead. Go ahead, TK.
Antonio Brown.
Who did
really?
Central Michigan.
What are you talking about?
Yes.
Yeah.
Was JJ Watt still there too?
They had
when we were playing.
He was a punt returner.
JJ
Coach
Watt
Fab,
was there too.
I remember, bro. Coach Fab was in the special teams meeting, and he was like, "Look at this guy, man. He's so fast he could poot on lightning, bro." I swear, yeah. Fab, yeah.
Antonio Brown. I didn't even know he went
Central
there.
Michigan. Yes,
Where
sir.
is that? What year was this?
That's 08.
08.
Gracious, I can't believe this.
They had
I didn't even know he went there.
They had the tackle too.
They had some guys.
Antonio Brown,
Fisher?
7 catches, 67 yards.
Yep, AB.
Was Fisher still there? Eric
Did
Fisher?
not know that.
But I really never even paid attention like that.
That is fun fact of the day from Knowshon, from TK right there.
TK piece.
That's how it was. You know what I'm saying?
Who was playing for Central? Oh, that
How
was
about
Central
this?
Michigan.
Dan LaFleur, the head coach?
Yeah,
LaFleur?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, LaFleur was the quarterback.
It's
Did Ben say that?
Lefevre was the quarterback.
Lefevre, Dan Lefevre. Yeah. I'm just looking at the roster right now. Damn, that's wild. Wild. But like once again, like none of you guys were looking ahead to the following. Like I tell people, like we have our process. Like Sunday's kind of recovery. Start look at the tape a little bit. Monday's first and second down. Tuesday's third down. Wednesday's red zone. Thursday's a walkthrough with 2 minutes. Like you don't like get ahead of your process. So like there is no looking ahead because we are trained animals that we have our days and we stick to the script. Am I right or am I wrong there?
Yeah, it's definitely routine. Yeah, it's definitely a routine. You go through your routine, treatment, film, everything's the same. The guys are different. Those guys are different. So you just know in the back of your mind, you about to do some work.
I think the younger guys, you can feel their energy because they know you're trying to you're trying to get off the field to get those guys some snaps because that's what they're looking forward to. They busted every day on scout team. I'm like, hey, we're going to get some guys who earn it on as a walk-on or some freshmen to give them their shot. And that's why you try to kill it so they can get in the second half.
The cool thing, hitting on that, Ben, the cool thing about this is the drop-off now is not a big drop-off. When the threes and when the twos, threes, when them cats get in the game, it's still a really good Georgia team. Like it's crazy. So that this man got the buzzsaw gun out. What you killing over there, B?
You finna get a nap?
Gotta get this fly, man.
What is that?
Pop him.
It's salt
gun. So I don't like you can't be smushing flies all over the place on walls.
You gotta get the bug salt.
Yes, sir.
You missed.
No. Hey.
All right, I want to get back to the chat real quick. Connor Anderson in the chat says, first question for me is which younger player do you guys want to see get some reps this weekend against Tennessee Tech? I'll start off first. Obviously we know Carson. We knew the plan for a long time. Like it was Stetson and then Carson was going to take over when Stetson left. And there was some quote unquote QB battle, but I think we all knew Carson was going to be the guy. And Carson got reps, so we knew what to expect. The number 1 pick in the NFL draft next year. Like we knew we were going to get that. I don't know what Georgia's going to get next year at quarterback. Is it Puglisi? Is it Jaden Rashada? Is it Gunnar Stockton? Like these are the games where like you can start to maybe separate yourself a little bit when you get in there and can perform at a high level in front of 93,000 people. It's like I want to see like what is going to be the plan, or at least start formulating in my mind like what these guys look like, because there ain't no coming back for Carson next year. And then after Carson, we got a bunch of guys who's never played college football before.
Yeah. I feel that you make a very valid point. So even seeing who and when they come in the game, when that happens, tells you a lot. Tells you a lot about how the coaches feel about those guys and what they're doing in practice. So that's a very good point, Murray.
Anyone from any of y'all's respect? Go ahead, Knowshon.
Well, can't you play in like what 4 games? How many games can you play in before you get redshirted? Is it 4 or something like that?
Yeah,
that's a lot. I love that.
Yeah,
I know O-line
else?
last year we were rolling guys like Fairchild and Trust and people like that. We didn't roll any guys really last week. So this is the first game to see in some of these young guys who's the next guy in at center, who's the next guy at guard and tackle. Is it somebody who's been there, or is it going to be one of these big freshmen that they have?
Right.
Big ass.
It's the same thing for those receivers, though, right? I mean, that receiver room seems like it's packed. I would love to see some of those guys.
It is. Yeah. So that's somebody that I'm looking forward to seeing get in a little bit more offense. Obviously, he's back there punt returning, but I mean, he's just an elite weapon with the ball in his hands. Obviously, because he's back there at punt return. So just think if we give him one of those screens, one of those end arounds. Just how magical that could be. So I'm excited to see even just route running. I want to see those guys run routes. Those young guys. Kobe Young. I want to see what he can do. This is a game where he'll probably be showcased a little bit more. All of those guys, man. So it'll be interesting. But like you said, that room is deep. Deep.
I want to see Drew Bobo. Put Bobo on the field. Put Bobo on the field.
Center, baby.
Is he playing center?
Yeah.
Okay. They got some big ass offensive linemen. I'm like waiting to see some of these 6'8", 6'10" guys get in there.
They're massive.
Unbelievable. Unfreaking believable how big they are. Knowshon, do you expect? I haven't heard anything. Is this the coming out party for ETN? Do we know? Anyone know? Should know my homework before on that one.
No one knows yet.
No one knows?
I don't think he said anything about it. I hope so. We need to get
It'd
him
be nice
back.
to see him like get like $150 and 2 touchdowns. But like, all right, this is now that extra gear that this offense has.
Exactly. I mean, we would like to see that on any of the backs, but yeah, to get I wouldn't say the whole room back because we still got some injuries, but at least to get that guy that you kind of look forward to seeing this year. Within ETN, that's I would love to see it. And this would be a good game to kind of knock that rust off and, like you said, go for that 150 and some tugs and kind of get back into the flow of things to get you ready for tough stretch coming up. Then we got Alabama after this.
I think in 2
or is
weeks.
that bye then Alabama? Bye then Alabama, yeah.
So if say ETN is out another game and Roderick's out another game, and it's kind of like, okay, we got Branson, we got Cash, and we got Frazier. Does Frazier deserve the start in your mind after what he did last week? Are you going to put the true freshman in after the performance he had in the starting lineup?
Wow. That's a crazy question, right? Do you do that, or do you just let Branson start that thing off? Oh, that's crazy. Well, who started the game? I did not check.
Branson started it.
Branson started it. But that's what I'm saying. When Nate came in, man, I felt like we really got that spark that we needed.
Yes.
Branson got 9 carries? He got 7 carries for only 12 yards, 1.7 yards a carry. I mean, that's not going to cut it, man. I know we talked about it already, but that's just not going to cut it. And we got that spark from Nate, and it's like, bro, go ahead and start him then. I definitely want to see more of them.
Me too. I got a question for you, Sauce, too. How, from a stamina standpoint, like how big of a difference is it for a back to go from I'm getting say 6 to 7 carries a game to shit, I'm that dude, you know what I'm saying? And 2-part question, I guess, because he looks like he had it. Like there was times where he ran the long one, came back, got in, ran to the left, came back, tripped, almost had another one. So I mean, he looks like he could be a feature back for real.
Yeah, I think he can. I mean, he looked really, really good out there. And I mean, just it all depends on the back. I mean, I was the kind of back that it didn't really matter how many carries I got. I knew that I was like, all right, I'm gonna get something rolling here soon. Like, I mean, shoot, when I was at Georgia, we had Craig Lumpkin, we had Danny Ware, we had Thomas Brown, and all that. Yeah, all those guys. I get to the league, I'm sharing time with Correll.
Wow.
I know. Correll Buckholter, I'm sharing time with, Willis McGahee. It really just depends on the back, you know what I mean? So, but if you're able to carry, the load for 30, 35 carries a game, then give it to him, you know what I mean? It's really a feel in the game. That's up to the coaches. All right, this guy's hot. Let's leave him in for 2 series, 3 series. All right, he needs a spell. I think, it comes down to the coaches doing a good job of just sharing those carries, but at the same time, you got to feed who's hot. So I don't think that it really depends on the back.
So I want to go with this. We'll go Ben first, because I like this topic real quick because of the fact that we'll see some young guys. Maybe we do see a true freshman start at the running back position in this game. Going back to when you guys made that jump from sharing time or backup to the guy, going back to I feel like TK was heading that direction. Like, what is that like going out there and be like all week knowing like, hey, I'm the number 1 guy. I'm not sharing time. I'm not coming in second. I'm not spelling this guy out. Like, no, when we go on offense for the first time, I'm going to be in the huddle. Like, what is that transition like for everyone, Ben?
I think it's more of the confidence. Like other times when you're rotating, you're so worked up, like, hey, everything's got to be perfect. When you know you're the guy, you have a longer leash. Like you can go out there and play a little freer. Like, hey, when I knew I was the guy, I've been starting for a while. Like Cyril's like, hey, you got to act like it on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So you can have those. Hey, you have a play or two in the game, and you're not worried about him pulling you out. So you build your confidence during the week, so you can step in there and be the guy on Saturday.
Knowshon, do you remember when you kind of made that adjustment to like, I'm the guy, I'm not just one of the backs, but like I'm fucking Knowshon Moreno?
Yeah, man. I just always felt that way, man. I always thought like I'm the starter. It don't matter if I don't start. I never cared though. See, I was just so different. I don't get why. Like, I love being a starter. Yeah, don't get it twisted, but like, I know I'm gonna get in the game, bro. And when I get in there, I'm about to go crazy. So it don't matter if I'm a starter or not. Like, once I get in there, I'm about to go crazy. But that feeling coming out the tunnel now in the NFL or whatever, being the starter and you come out that tunnel, that's a little different. Because
but like for Georgia though, like home games, like it was always nice when they're going through the lineups pregame and your name got called. Starting running back, Knowshon, starting receiver, TK, starting center Ben, and their quarterback. Like then all the fans get crunk like, hell yeah, like I'm that dude. Like again, it's confidence, right, T?
Yeah, it's a damn good feeling, hearing that 92,000 cheer, when they say something about Mount Airy, Georgia. So yeah, no, it definitely is a dope feeling. But for me, like, I guess I never had the luxury of just being that dude, because I came in with AJ Green, you know what I'm saying, and then there was a Malcolm Mitchell and a Michael Bennett that I shared the game with. So I don't ever feel like I was that dude. I felt like I fit fit into a room where I fit a mold of I just fed into my role, I guess. So yeah, I don't know. That's a great question though, man.
Appreciate that. I guess it's different for you two, Knowshon and TK, because it's such a rotational position. Where like Ben and I, especially center and quarterback, like we ain't rotate. Like you may rotate a guard, you may rotate a tackle, but usually like that center, because there's so much more nuance to it with the, just the communication with the quarterback, the shotgun snap, the under center, the declaring, getting everyone the right. But like you ain't mixing a center out in and out. Like, have you ever seen that, Ben? It's mostly down the outsides.
Yeah, it's usually your guard or tackle. Like you have that relationship with that quarterback, and you ain't messing that up. Like as long as they're good, you ain't coming out.
Yeah, 100%. All right, we're gonna take a quick break from this, and want to thank everyone for joining us once again. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Go check out the other content. Speaking of shows and running backs, Rod and Jordan Hall have their show coming out tomorrow morning. So make sure you hit the, I think it's a bell button on YouTube, so you get the notification when all the shows drop, and then have obviously more shows coming out next week with us and current student athletes at the University of Georgia. Let me share my screen real quick. All right, and we, as we talked about last time, we have grown up. We have a name. We're called Bulldogs Banter, not just a Letterman show. And we have a sponsor this year. Prize Picks is taking care of the boys and TPL all season long, and they want to take care of you as well. So would do us a big favor, because they take care of us. Go make an account for this weekend. It is so easy to use. The website's great. On the phone is great. And if you use the promo code TPL, you will get $50 right away in bonus bets and promo funds, essentially, when you make your first $5 lineup. So what we do every week is we're going to give you our best, essentially, picks for the week at our given positions. Ben, obviously, there's no offensive lineman. So this week, Ben picked the kicker because he loves kickers so much. So much. We'll run through ours. But once again, like go download the app. Super easy, super fun to use. And it's in a lot of states. It is in Georgia. So you can go do some lines for the Georgia players when they do have theirs up there. So I'm going to go first with mine. Nico is a stud. Nico is that dude at Tennessee. And all of a sudden, the game against Tennessee in Athens actually may be one of the hardest games that Georgia has on their schedule this season. Yeah. So Nico, NC State, it's 7:30. To me, like, this is his truly moment to show the country like how good he is. So I'm going to go, once again, boys, more or less, more than 253.5 passing yards. TK, you're sticking in the same game with NC State receiver?
Yes, sirree. We got Mr. Kevin Concepcion. I think that, yes, sir. I think that we got him to go for more than 76.5 receiving yards. He had 121 yards last week. Production for him, volume for him will be a lot in this game. This game will be a track meet for sure, with Tennessee playing in it as well. So more for Mr. Kevin Concepcion.
All right, Ben, we're going kicker. Michigan-Texas game. Michigan, they struggle to score the ball. What do you got for the kicker there?
Yeah, I think Texas has got a good red zone defense. I think there are gonna be some kicks, and I think more than 5 points. I think he's gonna make 2 field goals. I think they're gonna have some stall outs, and it's not gonna be a track meet. I think they're gonna get down in the red zone, and Texas is gonna hold up, and they're gonna have to take the 3 points.
Connor in the chat said this is basically NFL fantasy, but with college. They do all the sports at Prize Picks. It's not just college. So if you go to the website, it's baseball, it's NFL, it's a million different NBA. So not just college football, which is the beauty of Prize Picks. All right, Knowshon, round us up on the outside, going back to Tennessee with that game.
Yeah, for sure. We got more or less. We got Dylan Sampson. More or less, what is it, 87 yards?
90.
They got 91 now?
Yeah.
Ooh, 91 and a half.
Bump.
Well, yeah, a little bump on them right there.
That's total yards, not just rushing.
That's total, though. Yeah, that's catching.
Yeah.
And I think last week he had like 30 yards catching out the backfield. He had 127 or 124 on the ground versus Chattanooga.
I'm doing that one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then they're playing NC State. NC State gave up 120 last week, and 75 of that came from one guy off of 6 carries, Cole Gonzalez. So I think that will be more this week for my boy Dylan Sampson. He'll do more for sure. They're going to use him out the backfield again, catching the ball, and I think he'll run the ball really strong again.
I like it.
Hey, and also we need to go ahead and keep score. Should we not keep a record of our picks?
We should. We'll keep a record.
I went 4 for 5 last week.
Ooh, TK making that money.
Why, you didn't say 4 on here. You only said 1.
This is side action.
Yeah, side.
Yeah. I'm talking about on here. Don't be trying to hit us on the side piece.
Oh, I won. I got mine.
You want to know? Are we all 1-0 throughout the ball?
Come on.
Down the board.
Come on.
Dylan Bell got
hurt. Sure. We're all 1-0.
Oh yeah. Dylan Bell.
I think so.
All
right. But once again, appreciate Prize Picks for being our sponsor this season. Go make an account. Once again, when you make an account with promo code TPL, $50 in promo funds when you place your first $5 lineup. Appreciate you guys at Prize Picks for helping be our sponsor this year. Makes it feel a little bit more official. All right, boys. So let's real quick. I know this is a Georgia show, but Georgia's playing who they're playing. So I just want to touch on these games briefly, just give y'all's overall thoughts on the game, and then we'll get out of here. First one's first, the big noon kickoff on Fox. Texas going into Ann Arbor to take on Michigan. Round the table, just everyone give their thoughts on the game. Knowshon up first.
Yeah, Texas went out there and dominated Colorado State last week, as they should have. Then let them boys put no points on the board, right? I think Ewers looked really good. Even Manning came in and put some dimes out there, had a touchdown, man. Them boys look really good. Surprised that they didn't get no sacks on the quarterback, though. So that kind of worries me. That's weird that they didn't get any sacks on them. But just a total performance from those guys. In Michigan, they look lackluster. They look kind of weak. I can't lie. Their quarterback play was horrible with Orji and Warren. Running backs couldn't run the ball last week. I mean, it was a 10-3 game at halftime with who they play?
Fresno State.
With Fresno State. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not impressed with them boys. I think Texas is going to go into this game and dominate. Them boys are going to drop into the 20s. I feel like they're at 9 right now. I think they drop into the 20s, bro. After this,
better you worried about the games in Michigan?
Not at all. Not at all. I think Michigan's going to struggle on offense. They got a great D line. They got Mason Graham, the 3 technique, the white boy on the D line. Whoo, he is humming. Top 5 pick. He's that good, guys. So I think it'll be close, kind of like Clemson and Georgia game. Then I think
close
Texas
game.
Early, first half. I think they're going to run up. Second half, it's going to be a runaway.
Oh yeah.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, same. I'm with y'all boys. I'm 100% with y'all boys. I think Quinn Ewers is a really, really good Murray, I don't know how you feel about that being our quarterback, Guru out here, but I think he's really good. I know you saw the no look he threw, but just his leadership too. Like you could tell that them cats rally around him, and yeah, I'm with y'all. Michigan just didn't look like Michigan. What?
No.
Couldn't run the ball, couldn't throw the
great
ball.
defense, and they don't got the offensive line this year. I think that's the big thing. Like they don't have the offensive line that can just line up.
They had some really good ones go.
Yeah.
So the quarterback's not confident throwing it. He can run, but he's not confident.
No. So I mean, and they don't trust him.
Yeah, they did lose a lot. So
yeah, they're not going to be in the top 25 towards the end of the season. What do y'all think? Yeah. They'll still be in there.
Top 25.
I think top 25. I think they're like I think they're in like a 9-3 team. I think it's a little.
Well, don't they going to have to play Ohio State? They still play them during the regular season, right? I got to look at this.
Still play them.
Top 25.
I think 9-3. I think they're a top 25 team.
9-3.
I give them 9-3.
This ain't like
they're good on defense. They got a first round corner, first round D lineman for sure. They still got some dudes on defense.
Put points on the board, Ben. You already know that.
Listen, Knowshon be taking his pin out. You got to watch what he say. He'll write that. He'll write that shit.
At running back. They still got Edwards at running back.
TK, let him know I'm gonna write that and get back to him.
Knowshon to write that shit down. You can say something silly if you want to. He gonna write it down.
Knowshon, his number one thing on every page is Aaron said Carson's gonna be the first quarterback taken in the draft next year. He ain't gonna forget that one.
Oh my goodness.
So I think we all agree. Texas rolled and shit. Texas did it last year. Texas went to Alabama with Tuscaloosa. So like they're a veteran O-line, they're a veteran quarterback. They got freaking receivers galore and tight end. Like, damn, Knowshon, you're putting the time on there too.
I'm putting the date. Yes,
8:33 Thursday, September 5th. He's like putting everything. Do you remember on Thursday, September 5th at 8:33 Eastern? You said this. No,
people forget real quickly when when things don't turn out the way that they said it would. They forget.
Oh my God!
That they said it. Texas, they forget they said it.
Hey, we got Derrick Henry running the ball right now. We got to hurry this thing up.
Hey, wait,
I got to watch the King. I got to watch the King.
My fantasy team. He's on my fantasy team. Come on, Derrick. Derrick, quick. Round the horn. Colorado, Nebraska. Real quick, everyone give their thoughts on the game. Colorado, Nebraska. Let's start with TK first. Does Deion get the big win on the road against the Cornhuskers?
Nope. Did y'all see Dylan Riley throwing that ball? Did y'all see him slinging?
Yeah, that boy throwing that thing.
Boy,
my homie.
I'm gonna say no. That boy out there throwing that thing around. You got what's his name? Isaiah Neyor. He out there balling. So I'm gonna say no. They don't get it done this week, but it'd be cool to see. You know what I'm saying? I know Colorado native. I know what you want out there.
Well, it would be great to see them boys win, but after seeing that first game and how the numbers that they put up versus North Dakota, I'm not really.
Slouch. Ain't no
but
slouch.
I'm not excited. I'm not excited about what they made a lot of changes throughout the portal up front on both sides of the ball. It didn't look that good. And Nebraska was running the heck out of that ball last week. They had over 200 some yards. I mean, it seemed like 10 people touched the ball, and they averaged 11.7 a carry through all those people. So and Colorado can't stop us on defense in the run game. So they ain't gonna win this one. Sorry.
So TK bottom left's the main screen.
Yeah, they all serve different purposes. Yeah,
I'm done with you. TK.
They do. I mean, that one's really the game. That one's the TV, and then normally that has like the house stuff on it, and then this just has some normal
the man cave
sports
goals
stuff.
Goals.
Yeah, your goals.
Let's get out of here so we can get back to the NFL. Opening night in the NFL, but once again, appreciate everyone who joined us. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Go make an account on Prize Picks. Once again, promo code TPL, $50 instantly when you make your first $5 lineup. And we will see you Sunday night. Don't forget, Rod and Jordan show will come out tomorrow morning. Miles and Malachi show came out about 2 hours ago, so go check that one out as well. And get ready for a fun football season, dog fans. And go Dogs. See y'all later.
Go Dogs.